So I'm at a diecast toy show in Shorewood, Illinois, about 45 miles away from downtown Chicago. Fellow collectors, we are jumping right into it. We are going to be going table to table to shop at this incredible monthly die-cast meet. There are over 60 vendors, 60. We are going to be shopping table to table, so sit back, relax, grab a beverage. My name is Contour Toy Cars. I discuss die-cast cars from an art history perspective. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And we are going to be answering the question, what does a die-cast toy show look like in April 2025? So right off the bat, we are at James's table. Very nice selection of some of your higher end pieces, as we just saw. We have some pop culture, as well as some Matchbox Target Reds, some of your older Hot Wheels as well. And we even have some green light chases, so a little bit of everything. Let's move on to our next table here. This is Brian's table. Brian is quite the seasoned collector and seller. Very, very knowledgeable guy. And he always has a very unique variety of Hot Wheels as well. So take all of this in. Got the really nice pegboards as well. Some of your pieces you don't see every day. Got that gorgeous Bugatti Veyron, kind of with a satin finish, rocking those 10-spoke wheels. Absolutely love that one. We have this beautiful Enzo Ferrari with the PR5s in blue. We have what I like to call the chase, not a chase. Is it a chase? Is it not a chase? Us collectors may never know. Another Bugatti, some Matchbox Super Chases up there. Really great to see. And we got some Supers over here as well. So fellow collectors, this is just a taste. We are going to go upstairs where the entrance is for this show. Got some really nice 5-packs I'm excited to look at with you on camera. Let's head upstairs though, because I want to give you this incredible perspective of this die-cast toy show. So bear with me as I walk up these stairs. Check this out. We have over 100 tables at this show, about 60 vendors. All of this is for sale. So many works of art, so much car culture, so much history. From some of the earliest die-cast brands back in the early 1900s, your Dinky, your Tootsie Toys, to around the 50s where we get Matchbox, Corgi. We get into the 60s, Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, all the way up to the present day with some of your more modern brands, your Mini GT, your Tarmac Works, your Inno 64. Fellow collectors, we even have a table right here. Let's check this out. Just absolutely nothing beats this. Wake up on a Saturday morning, grab your cup of coffee, drive over to this toy show, be around other fellow collectors, be around awesome vendors. Some other toy representation at the show as well. That is awesome to see. Some Marvel, some Spider-Man. Let's head. Yes, sir. How are you? What's your name?
Fern.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Alrighty, well, we're going to keep moving on. Thank you. So let's move all the way up to the entrance. because we have, as you can see, tables spilling all the way into this entrance area. And we are going to get the official walkthrough going. So here is our entrance. Right off the bat, we have a couple multi-packs. Let's check out these single packs. Got that Matchbox 70-year anniversary, and then we have some main lines here. Go nice and wide for you all. Take this all in. That's a cool piece there. Low flow. Check that out. Kind of has like that 1930s styling. 30s was a time often referred to as the Art Deco era amongst automotive design. Sort of had all those really nice swooping lines. That was something that that we saw a lot. There was a lot of personalization happening in the 1930s, as it was the decade that followed the 20s, where we saw sort of that, you know, your Ford Model T era, your production line, very square, right? Those vehicles are very squared. And you get into the 1930s where they start to get a little bit more personalization, those long sweeping fenders that you often see from that era. And if I can find a couple examples, I will make sure I show you on camera. But in the meantime, let's just keep taking this all in. We have this really nice Nissan Z Proto. Now this one I remember was a pretty hard one to acquire. I believe it was offered through Mattel Creations, but the gold on there is just exquisite. Also, check out the background they did. Just a beautiful execution by Matchbox. And a little topic of discussion for today, as we see some Pop Funko here as well. I'm recording this in April 2025. I just got the news on my Instagram yesterday that the lead designer of Matchbox has been laid off. So I'm really curious. Mr. Abe Lugo is his name. He's known to really kind of bring the brand into the 2020s. I believe he started the Matchbox moving parts line, as well as just a lot of the realistic, the beautiful stock vehicles that you see within the last 5 or 10 years offered by the Matchbox brand. He was a huge part of that. So I'm just really curious to see sort of what happens with the brand now. If they're going to do a full 180, if they're going to need to pivot to start focusing on different series, different lines. I'm really, really curious and fascinated to see what happens. Got some really nice Hot Wheels premiums here as well. And like I always say in these videos, fellow collectors, please bear with me as I kind of weave my way through the crowds. We have a great turnout already. Again, this is in Shorewood, Illinois. About 45 miles away from downtown Chicago. Check out this beautiful Ferrari. Looks like we have a little launcher. 45 bucks. That is awesome. As many of you probably...
That's called an XV Racer.
XV Racer. Okay, any other information you have on it?
Put AA batteries in there.
Okay.
And it will charge up and go around the track for maybe 3-4 minutes.
Really? Check that out. That is so cool. Up to 300 miles per hour scale speed. That is too cool. Beautiful packaging art as well. Thank you for the information about it, Scott.
You're welcome.
So just to kind of tie a bow about around what I was saying. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens with the Matchbox brand, just given that news. It's very unfortunate to hear, but you know, obviously the brand needs to continue rolling out, you know, new product, new lines, new series. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Got some nice 5-packs up here as well. And we have some Larry's Garage. Also some Phil's Garage. And if you are not familiar with Larry Wood, he is quite a substantial figure within the Hot Wheels history. Pretty much from early 70s to early 90s, most of the castings that came out during those decades were probably designed by Larry Wood. In fact, there was a period of time where Hot Wheels was actually not doing the greatest. They were struggling with sales. There's not a whole lot of hype around the brand. And there was a point in time where Larry Wood was the only designer at Mattel. Literally the only person to drive up to the office. And so around that early 70s to early 90s, a lot of those designs are thanks to Larry Wood, legendary designer. So we got some Hot Wheels main lines, $1 each. We do have some fellow collectors shopping around, so we will be mindful of that. We can maybe come back up towards the end of the show. Let me give you another overview of this incredible venue. And we are just 10 minutes into it, but sit back, relax. This is gonna be a long one. We are just gonna shop around. Yes. Oh, awesome. What's your name?
My name is James.
James, it's a pleasure to meet you. Is this your first time coming out to the show?
First time to, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, enjoy yourself. There's plenty of variety to look around, obviously.
Yeah, I was wondering, did you ever hear the Hallmark Rovers? Rovers.
Road Rovers. No, can I show this on camera? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Check that out. No, I'm not familiar. So that's the brand name, Road Rovers?
Yes,
Those are fun.
For Hallmark cards, they made Road
Oh,
Rovers.
okay. Yeah.
And these came out in like the 70s, like 75 to 85. And they're painted, hand painted.
Really?
Yeah.
James, I think you just showed me my new obsession.
Yeah, so yeah, check that out.
I will definitely check that out. Thank you so much for the... Absolutely, yes. I'm going to keep the video rolling, actually. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Alrighty, James. Well, I'm going to actually keep rolling, but yes,
Thank
pleasure
you so
meeting you.
much.
Of course, yes, nice to meet you. I just go by Contour.
Contour.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Easy to remember, right? All right, James, take care. All right. Well, that is awesome, fellow collectors. We're bumping into people who are familiar with the channel. So cool to see. But obviously you guys are here for diecast, so let's get rolling. This first table is Leo's table, and just check out this setup. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables. And Leo always has a huge variety. Got some sealed 5-packs here. Okay, we will turn the corner here. Got some monster trucks. And plenty of loose. Try and go nice and wide for you. Take all of this in. I mean, you can spend, what, 30, 40, 50 minutes just at this table alone. Here's a fun one. I just picked this up at last month's show. This is the Flash Fire. Let me get this to focus for you. Give me a second. Flash Fire was designed and debuted in the 90s by Mr. Larry Wood, the designer I just mentioned a few moments ago. And this is my particular vibe, if you will, my particular style in regards to collecting. I love just these simple, futuristic, kind of concept-looking vehicles. That is just what I am totally enamored with. And I urge you all to find what that special thing is that you want to collect. What pieces do you want to add into your personal collection? You are given quite a bit of control in this hobby. You get to decide what comes home to you. Obviously, keep your budget in mind. Obviously, keep the amount of space you have in mind. But beyond that, you are in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively. And in 2025, there is no shortage of great brands, of great releases, even just within Hot Wheels. If you are a Hot Wheels only collector, you better believe you still have a lot of decision making. So you kind of need to start to figure out, where do you draw the line? Are there specific genres? Is there a specific auto manufacturer? Are you going to just collect Hot Wheels RLC with that high tier, beautiful Spectraflame paints? We have that really nice AMC Javelin. I love the colorway on this one. So these are the decisions you need to start making as a collector, is what is going to be your thing. Now, if you just want to collect a little bit of everything, no one's stopping you. There's a lot of cool stuff, and if you're the type of guy who just wants a lot of different pieces, a very diverse, very dynamic collection, then by all means, chase down those pieces that just simply make you happy, right? Got a cool color shifters here. This little piece right here pulls out to show you what the other color is. So kind of got a lavender, to a darker purple. That's really cool. But now, so if you do go with that approach, kind of a little bit of everything, I do think you still kind of got to draw the line somewhere, because there's just too much cool stuff out on the market, both new that you can find in your big box stores, as well as vintage, right? I mean, take for example this table. This is Felix's table. These are Spectraflame redlines, which ran from 1968 to 1972. These are kind of the original Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels was revolutionary for its time with their low friction wheels. The playability of these models was like nothing else on the market.
These are $5
Matchbox,
each.
Corgi, Dinky. These models rolled okay. The wheels did spin, but they were absolutely nothing like these ultra shiny, fast, wild, creative castings. Looks like Felix is pulling out some show and tells here. This is the, what is that one called? Silhouette?
This one's a Silhouette. This one's the Beatnik Bandit.
Beatnik Bandit, very
Sweet
good.
16,
Yes,
first 16.
Sweet 16, your first 16 models. Here are two examples.
There's a Fleet side.
There's your Fleet side, a third example of those Sweet 16s.
And these came in different colors.
Oh yeah, they had no shortage of different color hues to choose from with some of these original red lines. And
People would put decals on them.
look at that, you got some Moon Eyes decals up on the hood there. I mean, you can go to town just on picking out red lines alone. We have the Jackrabbit Special here. This was
White interior.
White interior. This originally was a
Here's
promo.
dark interior.
This originally was a promo for Jack in the Box, the fast food chain. Sort of a partnership that Hot Wheels did with that fast food joints, with that Jackrabbit Special casting. So as you can see, you can get very, very deep into the history. Love that Rocket Buy Baby right there. Really, really cool futuristic design. Show off some of the other ones here. So as you can just see with that example alone, you can just have a yes, the buttons as well. So these came in the original packaging with the red lines in the blister pack. So it is crazy to see this history that Felix has pulled out for us to check out. It's just awesome, fellow collectors. As you can tell, it's just, there's so many facets and interesting parts of diecast history that just get me so excited and motivated to just learn as much as I can. Just totally be a sponge. You're going to find all these different rabbit holes, all these different unique, kind of quirky parts of these diecast brands' histories. And it's almost the more you learn in a hobby, the more you understand how much you do not know. Because you can often think, oh yeah, I have a pretty good handle on things. You know, Hot Wheels had their red lines, they had their black walls, but fellow collectors, let me tell you firsthand, you can get deep, even just with variations, wheel variations, deco variations. There's definitely no shortage of new things to be learning. Give you a quick glance of this table. We do have some music playing, so I will kind of jump over that one. Let me roll over to this side. We are still just down the first aisle. Give you a quick overview of this table here. Looks like we've primarily got some more Hot Wheels mainline, some other representation here. Got a couple odds and ends over at this table. And then let's jump over to Rick's table. Rick always has a very diverse selection of product. Check out this Auto World. Very, very beautiful. Get that to focus better for you. White wheels, shiny red paint. Doesn't get much better. Got that kind of old school Muscle Machines Acura RSX Type S. Really beautiful green, again with those white wheels. Some more Hot Wheels main lines. And we have some mini GT representation. Let me give you a close-up of these models. Love that BMW. Really cool deco on the side. Got your Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. How you doing today, Rick?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine, showing off your goods you got at the table today. Always so impressed with the different variety of brands you have.
I try to have a little something different.
Definitely pulls the collectors in, I would say. So you're doing something right.
I hope.
Got that nice Japan series majorette. That's cool. And even some premiums down here. So let's keep rolling to our next table. And bear with me as I kind of navigate through the crowds. This is Joe's table. Joe has a YouTube channel, Automotive History Through Diecast. So make sure you go check him out. Again, that is Automotive History Through Diecast. I was looking at these customs he made earlier. Just looks like pieces of candy. Is that not the coolest thing? He's got a cool Adidas one. Got the Marlboro. Got Spoon. Chicago Bulls. Shout out to where we are native to, Chicagoland. And even this really cool Harley Davidson. Very, very shiny, beautiful paint as well. We'll show off some of the main lines Joe has for a quick second, as well as some Elite 64. That is the newer direct-to-consumer line that Mattel started back in 2023. And then we're going to pan over to Paul's table. Now, I did buy from Paul's table last month. We are looking at some 90s, some early 2000s, some 2010s even. And give you a quick glance at this table. Let's move on down here. So on your screen right now is kind of more of that 2010s era. And we'll keep moving back to, I believe on this side of the table, he has more 90s. There you go, give you a quick overview of that.
Yeah, everything's out, but I'll have as much.
And we'll keep rolling here.
More stuff.
Got some pieces in acrylic cases here. Definitely some historic Hot Wheels that you don't see every day. Very cool. And we'll move on to our next table here. Let's see what we have. Really nice Matchbox 48 count carry case. Beautiful fire truck, kind of have that awesome motion blur. Gives it a lot of life, gives it movement. Looks like it's about to zip right off the case here, which is always so cool. It's a big part of art that you will see on packaging for toy cars, right? Toy cars are meant to move. They are meant to race each other. So a lot of the art you'll see on packaging, or in this case, carry cases, will have that movement, right? That motion blur. In photography, it can often be referred to as a panning shot, where the subject stays in the middle of your frame. You move the camera with the, sort of track the movement of the vehicle, and you get that motion blur effect, similar to kind of what we see there with that fire truck. So we have this table to ourselves. Let's go nice and wide and take all of this in. Some 90s Hot Wheels. Then we get into some 90s Matchbox. This bright sort of neon packaging from Matchbox is often synonymous with kind of like late 90s. It was during the Tyco era. Tyco owned Matchbox from around 92 to 97. And so whenever you see this really bright sort of neon orange, neon highlighter yellow, that is often that Tyco era, around 92 to 97. So we'll move on to this loose selection as well. Give you a nice overview, take all of that in. And then we will turn the corner and head on to our next aisle. Give you a little overview here of the show. There is no shortage of incredible vendors here. So let's head over to this table. Got some super rigs here. And then back to some more vintage Hot Wheels. I did just pick this one up last month as well, the red Ooze Coupe. Really quirky. Again, it has that sort of Art Deco movement that I was talking about upstairs, sort of that 1930s. You often get these really kind of swoopy, kind of curvaceous fenders that are often synonymous with that 30s era, preceded by like that 20s, which again was more boxy, kind of your Ford Model T, if you will. Kind of similar vibes to that Skull Shaker, obviously without the sort of Hot Wheelified fantasy nature of that one in particular. We'll go nice and wide for you again. Got this nice 4-pack street rods, that's cool. Got a nice case here with some more odds and ends. We will keep moving on to our next table. Yeah, let's see, we got Mr. Floxy here.
What's up, brother? How are you?
How are you, brother? Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise, brother.
Hello. We have some 80 Mattel. This is the 80th anniversary of Mattel. Now, there was some confusion that I've heard amongst collectors. They were confused why it's an 80. This is Mattel's anniversary, so not Hot Wheels, but Mattel, which was about 15 years before Hot Wheels got started, if I'm not mistaken. You can do the math. What would that be? 80 years from 2025 is 1945, around there. Quick math on the spot. So that is the Mattel anniversary, not the Hot Wheels anniversary. Just something to keep in mind. Not for Hot Wheels, for Mattel.
Hot Wheels is 68.
Exactly. Yep. Some more modern Hot Wheels here. Got that new treasure hunt that is currently still can be found on the pegs, the Rig Storm from the X-Racers. I love the X-Racers series just because you kind of get that depth with the light, how it hits it. Kind of similar to your Spectraflame paint. Of course, it's plastic, so some collectors may shrug it off as not, you know, that quality, right? The metal with Spectraflame paint, but these X-Racers in particular really kind of just get that nice shimmer. A lot of depth there when you kind of move it around, let the light hit it. So another regular treasure hunt, the pedal driver. That one's a cute one. Well, let's keep rolling on here. See what else we can find. I've actually been looking for this one. Let's check this out on camera. This is the 49 Ford COE. COE stands for cab over engine. It's a nice piece. Gonna think about that one actually. Unless another collector gets to it first. We'll have to see. Oh, go ahead. F you. Oh, thank you, sir. Got some digging going on here, so that is another big pro tip at these shows. Always check underneath the tables. Excuse me, sir. Let me jump past you real quick. Apologies. Thank you. Always check underneath the tables as well. The vendors are limited to so much space up on top here, so all their sort of overflow, if you will, is usually on the bottom underneath the tables, and you can definitely have a field day kind of going through the different bins that are under the tables as well. So let me show off this huge table here. Plenty of Hot Wheels to shop around. Let's go nice and wide and take all of this in. And this is Cheryl's table. A lot more modern Hot Wheels here. So when I say modern at these shows, usually within the last 5 years or so. So the 2020 to 2025 era, I would say, is majority of this table. So, and that is another strategy you can have at these toy shows is if you're not finding what you're looking for out at the stores, a lot of these vendors will usually have you covered with some of those newer releases, especially the ones that are very desirable. So if that is something that you want to do at these shows, it's a great way to get those newer pieces out, that you haven't been able to find into your collection. How you guys doing? Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. So you got some loose up here. You shouted out your Instagram last time, right? Well, what is it again?
J.hot_wheels.
J.hot_wheels. Okay. And you do some different paint schemes, right?
I got 280 cars now.
Really? So this up here is wheel swaps, though, right?
Up here's are my uncle's wheel swaps.
Okay.
A few paints, and down there is strictly paints.
Beautiful to see these loose. And let's show off the custom colorways here that he put together. Looks like a big rainbow. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's a beautiful variety. A lot of pink cars. That's cool.
I experimented with more of the orange ones.
Yeah, so you got a lot of pink here too. The orange looks great. I feel like orange really screams that Hot Wheels brand with the orange tracks. And what's up, Ray? Got Ray behind me. We'll check out his table soon. Phoenix Diecast is what he goes by online.
Worked on some more decal dyeing. This was a white decal that I dyed red.
Look at that. That looks awesome.
A second one that's. You can see the difference.
That is too cool, man. I like the color choice. That looks good. Got those 5 spokes as well. One of my personal favorite wheels on Hot Wheels. So that is awesome to see. Well, we will keep moving on. Thanks for showing us. We appreciate it. And we will turn the corner here and check out Mr. Phoenix Diecast. Like I always say on the show, Phoenix Diecast is a great way if you're looking to get just a sealed case. Looks like we have some D cases here. Great way to either try your luck at finding a super, or if it's just a case that has a lot of items that you are looking to purchase. This is a great way to, you're paying for the convenience, right? You don't have to go out to the stores, shop early in the morning, shop late at night. You can just pick up a fresh case, call it quits, have all the pieces that you're looking for, and be done with it. So
You got silhouettes too.
kind of takes away. Oh, we got some silhouettes as well. So it looks like he even has on display what the series will be. So you can see the sealed cases are back here. And I really like how he presented this as well. You can kind of see which cars are in those sealed cases. But the one drawback to buying the sealed cases is then you lose that thrill of the hunt, right? Like sometimes those pieces that are hard to find, you just get even a larger reward when you do finally find it in stores. So it's the trade-off, right? Maybe you just want the dang casting that you haven't been able to find. Just, pay for the convenience, buy the casting. Otherwise, if you are someone who can kind of wait it out, have a little bit more patience for some of those models, then I urge you to keep looking, keep searching. I know it's been getting harder and harder out there at the big box stores. Seems like so many collectors, resellers, scalpers have connections, right? So it is getting tougher out there. I empathize with all you looking for a lot of those desirable castings, but hang in there. The hobby still has a lot of good. And at the end of the day, this is what it's about. Our love of toy cars, right? So remember that when you're getting stressed or you're wishing you found the casting first, remember we're here to have fun. We're not here to just get stressed out by these castings. Find what you love, enjoy it, roll these things around across your desk, customize them, wheel swap them, trade them with your fellow collectors. You can just have so much fun. There's so many different facets to this hobby. Got those nice dairy deliveries. It's a Phil Reelman design, modeled after a Divco milk truck, kind of hot rod style, if you will. I do have one in Spectraflame Aqua in my personal collection. Got $1 each down here as well on the table. And we'll keep rolling here. Got some loose castings in our containers here. Always nice when they are see-through. You can see everything nice and neat. As well as these kind of older school Matchbox cases. These came in sort of the blue vinyl material, I believe. Matchbox art on top. So a great way to present the loose castings as well. Just bird's eye view. You can see everything easily. And then we get into some higher pieces in our protectors. So let me give you an overview of this table. First off, we have this flat lace and pop culture. And then some heavy hitters up here. And some more pop culture. Awesome to see. All right, let's keep moving on. Got some monster trucks here. Some M2 chases. I love this generation of the Silverado. Really bulky casting. I think it looks absolutely incredible. Then you got the older 83 one as well, which is obviously a very desirable casting in the hobby as of 2025. Got your team transports, your neon speeders. Got some Matchbox moving parts. And then some more main lines here. Pretty cool truck here. Got a nice little tanker. Another one up here, water dust control. Love that livery. And we even got some motorcycles. So again, kind of echoing back to what I was saying earlier, you know, try and find those little genres that get you the most excited. Because there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. And it can sometimes be challenging to know sort of what do you want to focus on. Especially if you're a newer collector. I mean, everything just looks so bright, shiny, new, exciting. You want to pick up everything left and right, but what you will quickly realize is you're going to run out of space pretty quickly with that approach.
Tell me about
So I always recommend sort of experiencing the different castings, feeling the weight of them, right? Feel the difference of a metal on metal versus a plastic on plastic, or then your metal on plastic or your plastic on metal as well. You can feel the quality difference, have that tactile experience, and you know, if that's something you choose that is important to you, take for example, maybe you only want to focus on metal, right? That higher quality, that robust feeling when you hold it in your hand. It's just one of the many decisions us collectors have to make to keep things, you know, as organized and controlled as we can without kind of going overboard with purchasing your Hot Wheels, your Matchbox, what have you. So we round out the table with some more modern stuff, but let's keep rolling here to our next aisle. And this one is a little bit of a traffic jam, so let's maybe circle back around. We'll go over here. Plenty of Bel Air Gassers for you. That is a casting you enjoy. We move on to our next table. So this is Floxy's table, by the way. We'll keep moving on here.
That's not my table.
Oh, it's not your table?
All of my table's full though. It's all gone. That's all
Okay,
that's left.
so fellow collectors, here you go. You're seeing it here first. Everything is gone. This seller, Floxy,
William and Ray.
is totally cleared out. So just to give you an idea, a lot of purple Silverados here.
Purple Silverados, but
Just to give you an idea of the different deals that can be happening at shows like this. Some of these guys do not play around. It's really cool. Just,
video didn't make it on my table. Next time.
next time we'll get your table up on the stream. Thank you, Floxy.
Thank you, brother.
So yeah, that just kind of gives you an idea of the depth and the the different accessibility, I guess you could say, different layers, right? You can come in, spend $5 and be perfectly content, or you can come in, throw quite a bit of cash down and be very satisfied with it, with a mega purchase at these shows. So really cool to see that here on the show today. So plenty of main lines, some historic. We're looking at late 90s, as well as really modern, so a good mixture here. And again, just a massive table. A lot of these sellers just really packed them in today. Plenty of tables, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of die-cast vehicles.
I want 3.
So if you've never made it out to a toy show like this, I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. Got Mr. Buddha here. Buddha, how are you? So we're on the show right now. Anything you want to showcase? Anything you want to show off? I know I try to show your customs as much as I can.
That one right there.
This one here?
The other one.
This one.
Yeah.
All right. So we got looks like a Civic here.
This one.
All right, so a couple Civics. Check that out. Let me get it to focus. Hold on. There we go. The wheels, dude. Incredible paint job. Everything, man.
Yeah.
That looks great. Got another Civic down here, beautiful red. Holy smokes. Perfect wheel choice as well. We'll show off all the other ones on the table he has as well. And what I really like with Buddha's work is he does these nice ombres, kind of like a gradient effect. You can see here we have sort of the yellowish gold in the front, then orange, and then kind of to red. Just beautiful kind of, yeah, gradient that he does on a lot of his customs here. Beautiful Porsche. Check that one out. Kind of aqua, purple, lavender shimmer on there. It's just incredible. Even have this one with like almost like a makeshift patina look, kind of that rust. Absolutely incredible. It's like I always say regarding customs, it's so inspiring to see just the creativity that some of these customizers have, even just all the way down to a simple wheel swap. I mean, wheels really kind of sealed the deal. They're like throwing the pair of shoes on at the end for these vehicles. So wheel choice has a profound effect on certain in real life cars as well as your 1/64 scale. Good selection of premiums at this table. Okay, then if you are a Pop Funko collector, this vendor has you covered. Quickly show off some of the Pop Funkos, and then we'll get right back over to the diecast. Check out this selection over here.
What?
Somebody said 7 tables. What room is it?
He said 150 tables. Richie said 150 tables don't fit in the small gym. What are you looking for, Pokemon Funkos?
I might have a few more.
Some other odds and ends over here. And did we go on this side? We did part of it. Let's show off right here. And then we got to circle back around still because I skipped that one aisle. There's a little bit of a traffic jam, a lot of collectors here, a lot of vendors, a lot of deals happening. Show off this table back here as well. Looks like we got some premiums. How's it going? Got some Team Transports. Some of your newer sets here as well. And then you get into some mainline. Okay, we'll keep rolling down this side. I think I didn't hit this side yet, so we'll roll down this side and then we'll circle back to that aisle we skipped, which I know has a lot of good stuff as well. So bear with me as we kind of go through and wrap up these last few tables. And if you had made it this far into the video, thank you so much. Appreciate you for being here. Got a great selection of wheels today. So if you are a customizer, great place to come out is to these shows where you can find just a plethora of different wheels to choose from. Do have a deal happening, so we'll be mindful of that and move on. But that is something to keep in mind if you're wanting to get into customizing, or if you're sort of intermediate to advanced with your customizing journey. These shows will often have at least one particular vendor that'll have some wheels for you to choose.
Okay, we'll do those.
A quick show off that table briefly. Excuse me, pardon me. And then let's go head through this last aisle. Yeah, apologies, kind of weaving my way through here, trying to show off as much as I can. And we'll show off this table here. Got some really nice supers. Show these off up here as well. Got a nice Supreme. Check that out. Beautiful Porsche. More supers, really nice Honda there. Okay, so a lot of premiums here. If you are a premium collector, this table is for you. Let me go nice and wide and take all of this in. Keep rolling here. Check out this table here. Got the pegboard, some M2 machines represented. Love that cherry Coke. Check that out. I do love me a good cherry Coke. My wife does as well. We've never been diet people. My mom loves diet, but yeah, cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi too. Oh man, I'm getting thirsty just thinking about it.
Thank you.
Got some Kaido House represented as well. And then we go back to mainline, a couple M2 larger scale up here as well. Those are really nice. Coca-Cola Mom, that's cool. Shout out to moms out there. Okay, some more main lines, and then let's head over to Ken's table. But first we'll make a stop at Mr. Juan's table. Plenty of loose castings. You can have an absolute field day here. I often say once you see one you're kind of interested in, then you just want to start digging through the entire thing. So have some patience. There are a couple odds and ends, loose castings that you're looking for your personal collection. Juan, what's your favorite thing on the table today?
These two.
All right, let's check these out. Looks like we have
Mexico exclusive.
Mexico exclusive. Check that out.
Piece only.
Exclusivo para Mexico. Attention to detail. The execution on these is just absolutely incredible. Nice acrylic cases as well. Which brand is this one?
Addy Wheels.
Addy Wheels. I've never heard of that. Check that out. There we go. On the little label here. Addy Wheels. That is really cool. Well, thank you for showing us, brother.
Absolutely.
Got some RLCs, some supers, all in protectors, ready for you to take them home. And then we get into Mr. Ken's table. How you doing, Ken?
All right, how you doing, bud?
Can't complain. This is interesting here. We got here BMW M1 IMSA by Barago. A little bit larger scale, probably like 143rd, right up there. That's cool.
See if you can get you to bring that out. If they got it, I don't know. Yeah.
Let's show off the rest of the table here. Some older castings over here by Hot Wheels. And then, you know what, while he is free, let's check out Mr. Caesar's table. How's it going, Caesar?
What's going on?
So I've showed off Caesar's work before. Let me show off his logo here. This is, oops, if it'll focus for me. There we go, Low Wheels Custom Diecast. Caesar's been doing an absolutely incredible job with his customs here. He's doing a lot of lowrider stuff, as you can see here.
All lowriders right here.
All lowriders in here. The Creative Options thread organizer. So many cool wheels in there. That is sick. Ready to rock and roll. See what else we got here at his table. A couple main lines. Ah, okay. Mail truck. Shout out to USPS. That is sick, man.
Getting our Hot Wheels on time.
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yes, sir. My father worked over 30 years for the USPS.
Appreciate your service.
Yes, definitely. So that is a really cool piece, man.
Thank you. Yeah, then we got that new Bass Pro. I think you already saw that.
Yeah, did you sell it already? Oh, here
No,
it is.
it's right there.
Oh, cool. Got the Bass Pro Shop, Silverado, looking great. Then we also have this really fun Hello Kitty. So shout out to Sanrio, the Hello Kitty character. Classic, Japanese casting, perfect for Hello Kitty. Thanks for showing us, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
And we even got Ben here. So again, you can spend a lot of time digging through, looking for those treasures, looking for what you want to pick up for your personal collection. But fellow collectors, I think we're going to call it there. So let me give you a full pan of the room. Again, this is in Shorewood, Illinois, about 45 miles away from downtown Chicago. My name is Contour Toy Cars. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I discuss die-cast toy cars from an art history perspective. And I believe we did answer the question at the start of the video. What does a die-cast toy show in April 2025 look like? Well, you saw it here first, folks. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of the video, and we'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.